against the National Football.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set. And off we go here on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
On play action, here's Jackson. He'll get this out to the left flat.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On third down, Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, good weeks, bad weeks. You want to just level all of that out. Maybe you lose some of the highs, but you prevent some of the lows. And when he was good, he was really good. But when he was bad, those are the back-breaking plays that really are hard to overcome if you want to win consistently in this league.
They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Ravens offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. 3rd and a yard. Whoa! Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. Off the play fake. Jackson in trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Bateman is the motion man. Now Jackson, this a designed run.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5. Back to throw, Jackson. This one caught just past the pylon. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at about the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, Seahawks offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Inside the 40. And he will go all the way. Incredible run. 71 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing Jackson. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Here's Jake Camarda now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Seahawks offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this 1st half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run. This is Hall. And he's going to have the 1st down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, faking the give. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. We saw a lot of throws from him like that playing for UCLA last fall. This one, good for a 1st down.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting the 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 2nd down and 8. He'll go again with Hall. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. They go down, it's an incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They give to Hall. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll try to run for it. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board?
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now on 2nd down. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
2nd down. Jackson. That's caught by 4. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Baltimore. After this, they'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. It's second down. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. He'll drop to throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. Here's Michael Dixon now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The Ravens offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. Play action now. Jackson. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To throw is Jackson. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. On third down, Jackson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Again, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Jackson up top again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Seahawks are out in front, as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Joe Burrow, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we take the long plane ride back to Florida to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Desmond Ridder with a couple of touchdown passes. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Returnable from the 17. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll get this out to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Slot man in motion right. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one. It is 3rd and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Well, calling play action in that situation, that's certainly one choice. I mean, I don't know if it's the conventional choice. That is a passing situation all day. Nobody's biting on play fakes, even a little bit.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Paul. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll set up the screen to Hall. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On the run, here's Hall. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs. Now, after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the 36-yard line.
Now give on the ground. And he's near the 1st down, stopped a little short of the 40. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Slot man in motion left. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards. 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To the air one more time with Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll look to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Here's Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he is on the chalk, stepping out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 3 on the play. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Hamilton, the versatile defender, with the good coverage there. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Oh, we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's Komet. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up 1st and goal. A run here with Hall. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
Still 2nd down.
Penalty yards marched off, and they'll try it again on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
So while everybody in the stadium's dogging the coordinator, let me just take you into his mindset for a quick second here, Mike. The idea is you don't want to wait till 3rd down in a goal-to-go situation to attempt to pass. So if you're going to do it, it's got to come on either 1st or 2nd.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A tight end in motion now. Play action now. Jackson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Jackson now on 2nd down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Again, it's Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Hall. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
First down, Seattle.
A give. Here's Hall. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up second down. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start. 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.